Hello again, this is Captain John with another one of my video tips of the week. Today I'm going to show you how to create a plotting grid on any nautical chart. Use this with your GPS or with visual bearings and radar. This navigation technique helps you stay oriented when approaching landfall, sailing near dangers, and you can navigate without plotting tools. Find an object or create a virtual waypoint. Determine the latitude and longitude of your waypoint and enter it into your GPS. Use a protractor like a Weems plotter or similar tool to plot radiating lines that extend to seaward from your waypoint. Note how we stagger the intervals by 5 degrees. You can use any interval. Smaller intervals give more accurate results. Place a piece of transparent tape like Scotch Magic tape next to each line. Write the bearing on top of the line with a black felt tip marker that will be easy to see under low light conditions. Draw range arcs from your waypoint with a plotting compass. Use the right or left side latitude scales on your chart or the graphic scale shown as a horizontal line on larger scale charts. Here we will use 1 nautical mile. Stick the needle point of your plotting compass into the waypoint. Sweep an arc over the grid bearing lines as shown. Lift the needle point out of the waypoint position, stick it into one of the bearing lines. Make a mark along this line. Continue this technique to make successive marks all along this line. When done, stick and hold the needle point into the waypoint position. Stretch the other leg out to sweep over each of your tick marks to form a set of concentric arcs. Place a piece of tape next to each concentric arc. Use your felt tip marker to write the distance from the waypoint onto the tape. Lash your nautical chart to a legal size clipboard or an artist's sketchboard. Now you can use it in the cockpit with your GPS. Set your GPS alarm to trigger when you arrive onto the grid. Shift to the GPS function that shows your waypoint range and bearing. We sail into our grid at about 3.5 miles from the anchorage. We use a pencil to place a dot onto the grid based on the distance and bearing to waypoint shown on our GPS. You can see right away whether you need to come right or left to stay close to the sailing track line of 045 degrees magnetic. Continue this technique all the way to your anchorage. Now you know how to create and use a fast plotting grid to help you stay oriented along any coastline. Use these easy sailing navigation tips to keep you and your sailing crew safe and sound on the waters of the world. This is Captain John, and this has been another one of my video tips of the week. Find more sailing tips and techniques on www.skippertips.com.